Hi there. So today we have actually pretty nice movements. The mindset of patient. Like, what is that mean? Like when I make the Monday video, I already see some movements, and now in Wednesday, actually we can take those trades. That's the discipline behind being patient. You're gonna wait when the trade's gonna play out. You're not just gonna jump in and just get stopped out, or most likely people wanna over leverage and stuff like that. So the first thing was Monday when we have this rejection zone, and the movement was already ongoing, so there is no point to jump in. And now we hit the rejection zone, break the principle, and now take profit was it. Same thing. What is in the gold? It was same thing. Monday gold was here. It was ongoing movement, and now we see how prices actually nicely rejected our rejection zones, and now we broke under that. That's the if you are patient, you can trade those trades. But let's say Monday you want to start selling, or I want to start selling here. You get stopped out, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times basically before actually the movement is happening. There is a very interesting points or information what we have to understand, like literally. So best thing, oil, absolutely beautiful movement what we have here. So Monday it was all the way going up to the rejection zone, and we have another retest in the rejection zone, and then we're going downside. But if we're gonna zoom a little bit back on like the whole structure here, you see when we have this point here, this point here, and this point here, and now we see above it is a rejection zone. So most people can say, okay, I don't know, let's, when you're a beginner, you most likely say, okay, this is gonna be my resistance zone, and you wanna start selling here. So let's say after that break or retest, you wanna start selling, you get stopped out, and after that break, maybe I'm gonna sell again, you get stopped out. What what is the meaning of the resistance then? Me personally, I'm not using resistance anymore years. The rejection zones are much more clear information for me to take another trades, the upcoming trades. But one thing what we can see right now is when we're gonna put those rejection zones. So we have this rejection zone here and this rejection zone here. Like if you zoom in, you see how price action was respecting those zones here. You see those, first thing we have this candlestick pattern, then we have this nice respected area here, nice respected area, and now we have this impulse candlestick close under, retest those rejection zone and going down. So when you're patient enough, this is gonna be your trade. It is absolutely beautiful trade. You're just gonna be patient enough and wait. And like when you look in this pattern right now here, candlestick pattern, this is the bearish one, bearish engulfing, bullish engulfing. And now you see, so now we have this W pattern here, and it's breaking downsides. The same thing what we speak yesterday. You see how the pattern is actually failing downside. You see this price action straight away is failing downsides. Very good. If your mind is nice and clear, you see those points straight away, and you're patient enough and you wait when market make those movements. And then here here was your opportunity. You know, it's a perfect one for me. This was already the trade, you know, a little bit above it, you know, because we actually break the principle of the structure himself, not only the rejection zone, because those two rejection zone what we just put here was something what you can do and how you can learn the market. But I have already the, you know, the rejection zone what was respected much more before and much more different time frames. But that's the something what you can use and look the market. Like here, same thing, when we see this market structure breaking downsides, and now we see the extension of the pullback. So that was the full extension, so that's the level of the holder. So the market want to go bullish, so that zone is meant to go higher. So we have to go break above it, retest it, and go back to the same zone. But right now you see when the market was back in the same zone, we have huge impulse candlestick, and what you notice, we break those lows here. Same thing, market is going back, and then we have like we have this Paris hammer, and then we have huge, you know, movement downsides, little pullback and going again. This pullback can be even the Fibonacci pullback. Like you see, it's actually perfect Fibonacci pullback too. You see, it's actually perfect Fibonacci pullback, and full, you know, trade was right now here. That was your trade, stop loss a little bit above 886, and take profit is down here, the full extension of this, of the 618 principle, and what was hit again. So now when you're holding that trade and this was your other trades, you know, 4.4 risk reward ratio and 7.8 risk reward ratio, you know, absolutely perfect. And if you're looking right now this structure, you know, everything, those candlesticks actually tell you a good story about everything. If you're gonna go a little bit back here, other thing what I notice here is this block here. You see how the market is going above it, rejected, going above it, rejected, going above it, rejected, and going above it, rejected. And now we break it and retest the same zone and going downside. So this can be another trading indicator if you don't use the Fibonacci. Right now stop loss gonna be most likely here, and take profit gonna be, you know, some of those levels here. Let's say we're gonna use those wick lows here. So 5.5 risk reward ratio, another good trade. And gold makes some good movements today. You know, we have this where was this rejection zone? What, you know, this was the rejection zone what we make here. So see how the market is respected, going back to the rejection zone, and now we get huge rejection. So one trade can be when we broken those lows with that candlestick and retest this one here, retest this one, stop loss here, and take profit can be, so this can be your take profit level. This can be one good trade, super solid. Let's see what Dow Jones is doing. So Dow Jones actually broke that level now. Like that's the thing what we put before here. So when we wanna go long, we have to break it, retest it, and going higher. So what was market doing? So we break it, retest it, double, and now was going. So the principle was here after this one, stop loss, this one here, and take profit right now gonna be this next rejection zone. And right now it's how much is profit? You know, it's a very good profit, you know. Same principle what I put yesterday. That's Monday. That's actually Monday. And if you're looking right now, like let's put our level of the holder here. So we see straight away how market didn't break our level of the holder. So this is our level of the holder. Market respected and going higher, and this is our rejection lows, and market didn't break rejection lows and level of the holder, and now market is going above, retested and going higher. So the very simple, very simple principle, very simple principle. And what we have here, let's create pretty spawn, nothing. Oh, look at that. So this is the thing what we make in Monday too. Like we have this box, when we break above it, retested. So now you see how the retest was a little bit different. So again, a strong patient game, when we break this level rejection high, when we start to break it, we're actually going back of the level of the holder. So where is our level of the holder? So level of the holder is actually here, is 1, what I'm seeing, because this is very respected zone over those all those areas, and right now here is same thing. And another thing what they're gonna see is we have this W pattern breaking and retesting. But now the most important point is actually this one here. We break this one, we retest the rejection high, exactly the same what we have this Dow Jones here. So we break this rejection high and we retested that and going, and same thing was Euro USD now, and very clearly here you see when we break this rejection high, retested and going higher, same thing, patient game, and that was your entry here, stop loss under here. And oh wow, this is huge right now, like, look at that. Like if you're holding all this one, that thing is just mad. Like on the top right now, your risk reward ratio is 15.2. like come on boys, like patient enough, look at the market, we have level of the holder respecting, the zone respecting, breaking higher respecting, we have W pattern of exactly of the level of the holder, and now we're breaking the rejection high, retested rejection high, and just shooting massively higher. Absolutely perfect trade for here. Same thing, we see Monday, we see the movements, and now yesterday was the trade going. But that's the thing, when you see something, you don't jump in straight away. You wait, you're patient, you wait more confirmation and everything when it's playing out. It's like kind of, you have like your own you developmenting your own principles, how, let's say you have like 8 principles or 6 principles, and right now we have a W zone, rejection highs, and the level of the holder, so we have 4 principles what is actually respected. So you have like extra 4 confirmation to take that trade if you are patient enough. Like let's say you already you start buying somewhere, all this, like you start buying here, you get stop out, you start buying here, you get stop out, and maybe now the price is here, you want to sell, you get stop out. That's the behavior what market is doing right now. And the same thing what you're gonna see is actually this trend line. We have this trend line breaking above it, and now we have the trend line break back in the trend line, retest the trend line, same time break above rejection highs and retest rejection highs. So we have another confirmation there to take that trade. So USD CAD, what we have here, USD CAD, look at that, exactly the same thing when we're gonna box this, one here. So we're going under, break that box and retest that box again, same thing what we see in oil. You see we have this box here, we break that box, retest it and going, same thing is kind of here. It's the manipulation movements, but if you can master the manipulation movements, there is your opportunities, boys. Gold is beautiful, silver is, look at the silver is rejecting this. Yeah, like when we have this original rejection highs, then we have the second rejection highs, and then we have third rejection highs. Like look at the silver, like how silver actually respecting all those rejection highs what was created here, you know, the first original one, the second one, and third one, all those was respected, and then going downside. So to take the trades will be somewhere, let's like, so we see level, you see when the price is holding down here, so this is nice level of the holder, and price is actually kind of like, you know, making those fake out movements. But now after that huge impulse candlestick, we're actually respecting that nicely, and you know, this can be absolutely beautiful trade here, stop loss here and take profit here, you know, 3.6 risk reward ratio, absolutely beautiful trade. Oil, most very beautiful, super beautiful. What is Bitcoin is doing? Yeah, like when we're looking Bitcoin, this rejection low here, we see how we break this rejection low with the impulse candlestick, and now we respect as a retested in other sides and going downside, and the rejection high, you know, we have impulse candlestick and then second impulse candlestick, what breaking all those lows too. You know, when you look in those lows, you know, this candlestick break those lows too, you know, kind of like you zoom in, and same thing, we have this level of the holder, we break this level of the holder of the impulse candlestick and retested here, same thing what was we was talking about the silver, respecting here. You know, when you look in those levels, you see all the time those same things happen everywhere, but now you have to understand, your mind have to be super clear. And the same thing we can say, even, you know, we have this, you know, kind of trend line here, what was breaking, retest, try to break above it, fail, try to break above it, and now pushing higher up but fail it, retest, and then breaking below. So now is the thing, you have to keep your mind sharp and your body sharp, and you know, whole your body has to trust your mind, and you know, it has to be good trust, you know, what you see in here, you know, because everything what you see, it's just, we're not gonna remove everything, you know, that's the only thing what you see, you know, just loads of candlesticks. You know, you have to create your own journey or your own words or your own patterns behind all this journey what you see, this, you know, this screen and this behind those candlestick, you know, and you know, the journey and the story and the words what you actually making. Do you trust those words? Do you trust yourself? And those are all those little details what makes you as a trader, like the real trader, you know. The real trading is the spiritual journey to discovering yourself. That's the real trading. That's a original real trading back in the days, and most people don't know that. So I'm gonna finish that today. A nice little reminder and good back pocket information what we can use to look other, you know, trade what is coming, you know. And the same thing here, actually, when you're looking those, like when you're looking those, you know, we have this is our first box and this is our second box here, and between that we have this level of the holder, and now you see how this energy is fighting with that energy, and now we see the broken, you know, this energy above gives up basically, and now we see the broken one, and now we see how the market is actually retracement back to the level of the holder. So we have so many principles here what actually make sense. So I'm gonna finish today. I'm gonna see every single one tomorrow, and if you want to join my Discord, I put my link down, and I'm gonna see you there. Ciao.